We are?
Yeah, at 7:03, where you been? All right, well, Winston's back in the chair and Jenny's finally downstairs so we can get started. So hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody's staying cool. That is the certainly the challenge nowadays anywhere here in the Midwest for sure. So got Petey, I got Winston, so life is good.
I have to keep you in line tonight?
Well, apparently someone said so. So yeah, good luck. So couple of train shows coming up we're going to be at here in Kansas City locally if you happen to be in the neighborhood. The KCI show, which is the Mid-America Train and Toy Show, I believe is toward the end of August. I want to say 23rd, 25th. It's typically a Sunday, and it's an early show. It starts at 9 and we're done by 2. So we do enjoy that one a lot. There is also the NMRA, the Turkey Creek division of the NMRA is holding their show in Shawnee, which I think is going to be in the first part of August. And I might have those two flip-flopped, but you can check online to find out either one of those. Both good shows, worth checking out if you're in the area. So tonight, I've got a bunch of more neat locomotives to show to you, a few number of those, and some odds and ends. We don't have a lot of items tonight, but some interesting stuff. So you guys ready? Can I get started? Winston? Petey, can I get started now? Okay, hop off, Petey. Here we go. Up. Oh my goodness, there you go. Okay. Zoom out a little bit here. Try to. Okay. Oh, and look at that one box for the locomotives. We'll grab another boxes for the other stuff. That's just small, loose stuff. So, all right, let's start off on the inexpensive side. One item. Yeah, I don't know where I put those. They were here a second ago. Anyway, okay, $1 each. So I have some old Walters tall window pane. These are cast metal. Looks like there is 8 in a package. $1. Not $1.35, but $1. So number one for $1. You know what? I'd use one of the smaller ones up there. Here, I'll get you this. For this small stuff I've got. Okay, number 2, more window panes. Tall window, 2-pane, 8-pack, $1. Number 2. I have some Roundhouse Commonwealth 4-wheel trucks. There's a side view of them. They are black, plastic wheels, $1. Number 3. Oh, got one more package of window frames here. These are 3-pane tall window 8-pack for $1. And again, cast metal on those. That's number 4. All right, number 5. I've got both of these for $1. I've got cushion car coupler pockets. So these are the extended cushions that you can put on the cars. These are just more the plain Jane version, just add right on there, versus the ones with all the details that come out today, but serve the same purpose. So both of those, number 5 for $1. All right, jump up into some big money here. I've got some CV trucks, some Central Valley trucks, $8 a piece. And guys, as many of you may know, some of you old timers, these were the bomb back in the day. Now the looks like the foam has really gotten to them, but they are still great. Let me get that for you. You got it. Okay. Spring-loaded trucks, metal wheels. Fantastic trucks. The foam, not so much. Deteriorated over the years. So, but again, great trucks. And this says it's labeled for a baggage combine. That may be just what they were intending to use it for. So, but Central Valley 6-wheel passenger trucks. The old N1 clad CV3 wheels. Yeah, those were much better than the CV2 wheels. A lot of people didn't know that. So anyway, $8, number 6. And I've got a couple of pairs of these. I believe they're all the same. This is T21, which I believe was the same we had before. Again, in there with the deteriorating foam, but the sprung load trucks. More foam into the trash. So anyway, number 7 for $8. Now these are a couple of different styles. So this is a T31, because it says so right there, for RPO. So these are 4-axle trucks. Older style, sprung trucks, again all metal. T31, $8. Number 9, T21. We're back to T21s. I think that was earlier. So again, sprung metal trucks, solid design. Number 9 for $8. Another T21 trucks, Central Valley. Again, 3-axle, deteriorating foam. Number 10 for $8. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's for the lounge. Let's head to the lounge. Still it says T21 on here versus T22. It looks like it's crossed out. Oops, don't open all the way, but there they are. Great trucks. Number 11 for $8. Pull off all that foam. Here's another one of these if you'd like it. Let's talk about switches. These are used Atlas Code 83 switches. In pretty good shape. We got a couple of joiners on there. Good throw. They were soldered. You can still see a couple points where they were soldered on here. But considering these things are what now, $20, $30 a piece, new, $8, pretty good deal. I've got several of these. So there is a right hand, and I believe these are number 6s. Number 12, and that's 8. Well, this must be number 6. It says so right there, unless it's a 9. Anyway, this was labeled up, obviously, from a staging or a switching yard. A couple of ties missing there, not too bad. That's where they soldered the wire to, right there. Oh. So, again.
Oh, it came off.
Oh, and now it's gone. There we go. Okay. Number 13 for 8. 14, another right hand, Atlas. Pretty sure it's Atlas. Yep. Number 14 for 8. I got just a couple more. Number 15, another right hand. Number 6, Atlas for 8. Number 16, right hand Atlas, 8. Last one, number 17 for $8. All these Code 83s. Nice switches, number 17. Okay, that was the right hands. I got a couple left hands. My left-handers out there. Again, got the track numbers on there. You can take those right off. They were, looks like it was goo used on there. So, number 18 for 8. Another one, number 9, or number 19, excuse me. Number 8 there. Good shape. Number 20. Little weathering on this stuff here, it looks like. Again, still in good condition, great condition. Number 21, cut a little short here. That's good. You can shorten up your lead that way if you haven't done that before, guys. You cut up here, you bring your next switch in there, you've got a shorter lead now. Get more of your switch lead into a smaller area. So, number 21. Number 22, left hand, 4 or 5. It's a 4 or 5 switch. That make it a 9 switch, wouldn't it, Jen? 22. 23, another left hand for 8. Couple more. Nice one for number 24. Last one. It's number 6, even though it says number 3. Already labeled up. Good to go, number 25. There we go. All right. Let's do some big equipment. $20 each. These are Kirby's. I got a nice big Kirby dump truck here. I believe this is a kit that's already been built. It's got its side view mirrors, nice detail on the front. The dump actually works. Big mud flaps, fuel tanks. God bless you, Jenny. Nice trucks ready for your quarry, your big pit. Maybe your coal mine. So that's number 26 for 20. Say again? Yeah. There you go. Here's a nice crawler hoe, another Kirby model. It is all plastic, but nicely detailed. Want to give it a little bit of care. Everything seems to be here. Scoop. I'm not going to force this too much to see how well it moves, but all the details are on there. Very nice. Number 27 for 20. Number 28, more of a true crawler hoe. We would have these out in a lot of derailment site. A typical division from Hulcher is 2 side booms and a crawler hoe. Just as info. So, and these guys can work magic with this. What?
What did you call me?
I said I'm talking about the toy, Jen. Oh my goodness. Number 28 for 20. You're silly. All right, got a couple bigger ones here for 25 each. A much bigger crawler hoe here. It's the old 992 model. Again, I'm not going to force this to see how well that goes. Looks like it still does pivot. Lots of nice detail on it. Oh, wow, the cab's loose. There we go. Didn't know that. Well, this is the summer version, winter. Summer, winter. There you go. Right there. So, 25 for number 29. And last of the heavy-duty equipment, big front-end loader. Never seen tires quite like this, but they're very cool. They're very soft. Pivot point there, great bucket, mirrors, not a lot of nice details on it. Little weathering, maybe a couple of dots of paint on there to give you some lights. Very nice. Number 30 for 25. Okay. Now we're going to get into the locomotives. So. I'm just trying to clear this up for them. Oh, okay. That was 30. That was the last one. Right there. That's it.
Don't miss it.
Hey, hey. Yes. All right, sorry, trying to walk around dogs here. Imagine that. Imagine that, PDB. Oh, why are you right in the way? Huh? Okay. All right. Let's run through about 12 locomotives tonight, and then we'll wrap things up. So we'll start with an Atlas. Dash 8C 40W or CW40-8, depending on how you pronounce it. This is a former Conrail engine. You can tell by the red marker lights and the number boards here and the high headlight. Nicely weathered. This is DCC with sound. It is $150. I do have the original box. I brought it out just so you can take a good look at this. Some nice light weathering on the bottom side here, a little bit on the roof. Beautiful locomotive. Got conductor and engineer on the inside there. It is. I ran this earlier tonight, ran well. Again, DCC with sound. That's number 31 for $150. I have to step over Nala's every time. But she's comfortable. Aren't you, Miss Nala's? Until PD comes rearing in. Here's a neat model for tonight. An Intermountain CN IC SD40. So this is it's an Intermountain model. This is one of the SD40s that the IC bought from the Burlington Northern and actually took the dynamic brakes off, if I remember correctly. Anyway, Intermountain did a nice job on these, more of the modern version of it. Looks like there's a little break in the handrail right there and right there. And then this one doesn't want to stay in its pinch point here. There we go. Okay. Nicely detailed, nicely weathered as well. Only thing really missing is be some ditch lights on the rear end here. Cut lever, all your MU cables. Beautiful locomotive. DCC with sound. Original box, $160. Okay, I've got an Athearn SD45. This has got DCC and sound. It's got a couple of blemishes here. It looks like they were gluing on the grab irons. Other than that, I didn't see anything else on here. Low headlight, air conditioning, MU cables. Could probably use a plow. Nicely weathered on this side and around here. And this is also DCC with sound. A little bit of glue marking there. So got the American flag back in that time period when they were doing that in the early 80s, I believe. Excuse me, late 80s, early 90s, before these became MKM locomotives. So nice engine, number 33 for $150. While we're on Santa Fe, I've got a Santa Fe SD45-2, which are great locomotives, great behemoths. This is DCC without sound. DCC without sound. It is $150. The only drawback with these locomotives here is the first couple runs with Athearn. These grab irons, these handrails in the back were very delicate, so you got to be very careful with them. So. But nice, simple details. The antenna on the back here, rotary beacon, air horn, sharp-looking engine. Just a little bit of light weathering on it. It does have the plow. I don't see any problems with the grab irons. That's number 34 for $150. Change gears for a moment. Let's go for an Athearn Genesis SD70 Ace, Canadian National SD70 Ace. Actually, I think this is an SD70M-2. I think is the correct designation. You can chime in at home and let me know if that's correct. So, nicely weathered. Looks like everything is intact here on the front. Everything looks good here on the side. Still has the big K5 LA on there, or KLLA, I guess it is. Looks like a little ding here back on the grab irons in the back, and this platform is bowing up. I've never seen that before, so nothing a little CA wouldn't help. So again, nicely weathered, DCC with sound, $190. Number 35. All right, here we go. One of Union Pacific's heritage locomotives, the Mopac Heritage SD70 Ace, 1982. This is DCC with sound. It's got just some really light weathering on it. Beautiful locomotive. One of the better ones done by the Union Pacific. Nice lines. And again, everything has the original box. This is $250. DCC with sound, number 36. Correct, Debbie. I believe it was a Genesis. I just wasn't sure if it was a 70M-2 or a 70 Ace. I guess I'll need to do my research after the show on that. Okay.
Debbie?
Huh?
You said Debbie? I thought you said Debbie.
No, I didn't say Debbie. I didn't. Did I say Debbie? I don't think I said Debbie. All right. Check this out. This has been professionally weathered. This is incredible. This is a Kato Santa Fe C44 BNSF, sublettering on this. Professionally weathered. I mean, look at the burn marks back here by the exhaust, which is so common. I mean, this engine is awesome. Great weathering job on this thing. So check out the roof. Beautiful job. I don't know. I don't know what people charge to do this, but they do a beautiful job with it. Check out the fuel stains. Just awesome. Rust. And this is the way they looked. I mean, and some of them still look this way, matter of fact. So just beautiful. Just make a note and I'll move them later. Just make a note and I'll move them later.
You don't trust me?
I'll put them in the box later. That's all I'm saying. That's all. All right. Beautiful locomotives. 190. This is DCC with sound. I'm sorry, DCC without sound. Without sound. 190. Number 37.
There's your note.
Thank you.
Got it?
There's a lot of little parts on there. So.
There's a lot of little parts on
Oh, wow. Damn. Man, it's a tough crowd tonight. All right, another professionally weathered. This is, guys, this is awesome. Check this out. I'm going to try to hold this close so you can see this. This is a Chicago Northwestern SD40-2. It's an Atherton ready to run. It is DCC with sound.
Stop.
But check out the detail on this stuff. The weathering is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, the rust along the roof line. Sorry?
You're too close. It looks like it's getting cut off.
Okay, I'm trying to show all the detail on this.
Yeah, I know.
The buffers there. Just great weathering. I'm not sure who exactly did this, but this is a phenomenal looking locomotive. The burn and the rust marks by the dynamic brakes, so common from the heat that's generated from there. So anyway, beautiful locomotive, $200, DCC with sound, Atherton ready to run, professionally weathered. Here's another one of these if we need it. Guess we don't. Okay. All right, what do we go through next here? Okay. All right, how about an Atherton Genesis, or excuse me, I think it's a Genesis, SD70 EMD demonstrator engine. Some light weathering on it, nothing too heavy. Looks to be all complete, except looks like the grab iron here on the side is missing. I didn't see it anywhere in the box. So this is $150. This is DCC, and this is without sound. Looks like everything's intact on the back. You could use some MU cables. Remember when these were running a lot on the Southern Pacific back in the late 90s, I guess it was. So anyway, DCC without sound, 150, number 139. Or number 39, not 139. Listen to me. 39. There we go. Okay, number 40. Okay, another beautiful engine, beautiful paint scheme. Santa Fe F45, an Athearn FP45. And gosh, does this thing have some weight to it. Ugh, heavy. But really some very nice light weathering on it. On the nose, on the side. Rotary beacon. I don't know if the rotary beacon works. This is DCC without sound. I did not see the rotary beacon working when I was testing it earlier. Looks like it's missing one of the fan covers there. That's easy to replace. Nice weathering on the back side as well. A little bit of light weathering on the roof. Again, beautiful locomotive. DCC without sound, 160. Let's do a couple more Santa Fe, and then we'll dive into some scale trains, which I know is popular with some folks in the crowd there. So, Athearn Santa Fe FP45, DCC with sound, 160. Number 97. I believe this is down. Isn't this down at the museum in Wichita, preserved down there, or is this the one out in California? Can't keep track. Air horn with the piping going back from the cab where it was moved from. That's always pretty neat to see. PD, we don't have because PD likes FP45s apparently. So, grab irons need to be put back in place back here. They're all intact. They just need to be put back in. Great nose detail. Yes, PD. I think PD does like the red and silver. Well, yes, apparently so. So, anyway, nice engine. Athearn FP45. And dog food flying across in front of me here. Number 41, 160. Nugget. No. There, Nugget. Goofball. All right, bear with me. I'm trying to run around dogs since Jeni decided it was time to start throwing food. Hi, Nugget. Hi. Hi. You got PD all started up now, don't you? All right. Athearn SD75I. A lot of people don't know if you know that the I stand for is it working or is it loading? Because while these were beautiful engines, they were terrible runners. They were shop queens. A lot of time spent in the shop on these, and it's kind of an interesting story. We leased them. We gave up the lease on them. They went to, was it PR Progressive Rail for a while, so it was PROX or something like that, or PREX, and Kansas City Southern owed us a whole bunch of horsepower hours, and what did they do? They turned around, leased these same engines, and then gave them to us to pay back our horsepower hours. Great. We didn't want the engines, and now they're back. So, true story. True story. Anyway, this is DCC with sound. Nicely, lightly weathered. Weathered along the roof line there. 150 DCC with sound. Number 42. Okay, 4 scale trains, locomotives, and then we're going to wrap things up. So, okay, but I'm moving it though, right? Okay.
Not always.
Okay. Okay. Well, then yell at me when I'm doing it.
I just did. You told me you were doing it right.
Okay. Well, does that look good now?
I can't see it yet at all.
Okay. Trying to make sure we're seeing this, everything's showing up right, because Jen says I've got it somewhere up here. I want to make sure I've got it right here. So, scale trains SD40-2 Union Pacific. Everything's complete except it is missing its horn right there. Everything else is there. Lightly weathered, $200. DCC with sound, check this one out before the show tonight. I don't have any more. He doesn't care. So how's it look? Does it look any better, Jen?
Yeah, we just keep it down toward the edge of the table.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Number 43, 200. And again, everything's got the original box, guys, if I didn't say that already. It's just a lot easier to pull these out ahead of the show and then move them back into the original box after the show. So one more Scale Trains SD40-2 Union Pacific. It's $200. DCC with sound. This one does have its air horn. 3700 class, which is very common on the Union Pacific back in the late 80s. These and a lot of C30s were the power of choice on the UP back in those days. So, and they obviously lasted even up in today, but they've been renumbered so many times I can't begin to keep track of where they are number wise. So anyway, beautiful locomotive, number 44 for $200. Okay, second to the last, UP ES44 AC scale trains, DCC with sound, nicely weathered. I believe everything was intact on this, some nice details. They do a nice job. Got the knuckle there, the F knuckle there on the end. And don't be like the conductor we had the other day and try to put an E knuckle into an F type coupler. It doesn't work. So again, nicely weathered, fairly clean for a Union Pacific of unit of today, and not as faded. So beautiful locomotives, beasts. Gosh, these are heavy. $200, number 45.
All gone. Those off.
Okay, last engine of the night, the Home Road BNSF, another ES44 or ET44 3826. Again, nicely lightly weathered. Oops, looks like there we go. Get the grab irons back in place there. Again, nicely weathered on this one. Again, these are starting to get a little even dirtier than this, so we're not doing as well as we should be on maintaining our locomotives. Always loved the hammerhead ends on these. Always thought it'd be great to have these long hood forward with ditch lights, kind of the old NS style. So good view of the roof there with the weathering. Also need to notice that the exhaust stack is actually sideways a little bit. And for those of you that didn't know, one of the great spotting features between GE and EMD, GEs are always toward the back, exhaust-wise, and EMDs are always toward the front. So there you go. If you didn't already knew that, probably everybody in the show probably already knew that. So that is number 46, and that is our last one for tonight. So not too long tonight, just big on engines and odds and ends. So I'll leave this up here for just a couple more minutes in case anybody's got some questions or comments. We do appreciate your business, and we thank you so much for watching. Keep in touch. Check out our website. We'll be adding some more new items here later on this week. A lot of containers and end scale, and some newer or new to the website brass locomotives, mostly steam. So thanks again for watching, and we will leave this on here for a couple more minutes and then sign off. Thanks. What you doing, Nugget? What you doing? You gonna get Gypsy? You gonna get Gypsy under there? Is that what you're gonna do?
You don't get it?
No, because I was holding it right from the camera. I was looking at it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
it's at the top end of the
I
picture.
see that. Is it that way? The rest of them?
No, not all of them.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. We'll get it all packaged up for you here this week. Get you a total with shipping. So when your email, let me know what your mailing address is. I probably have it someplace, but I'll need a reminder. We'll go ahead and wrap things up. Folks, thanks again. Take care.